Hey, what's going on, everybody? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. If y'all are new, thanks for showing up. If you're old, thanks for coming back. Got some NFL player props to take a look at here on PrizePicks for tomorrow's game. So I'm going to try and get a video pumped out, at least two picks from each wild card game if I can find them. So we'll see if we can get all that done today and a little bit into tomorrow. So first game, though, we're going to take a look at here. We got some picks for Cleveland and Houston. All right, so let's check it out. We got Cleveland at Houston, 44.5 over under. Cleveland by 2. They did just play a couple weeks ago. Cleveland won by about 15 or so, but CJ Stroud was also out. But we'll jump into it. First one that we're going to be taking a look at is going to be Joe Flacco. I like over 272.5 passing yards. Books have this a little lower, I think, but I still like it at 272.5. The Houston's defense and yardage allowed, right? So if we look at rushing yards allowed, looking for Houston here. Houston is top 6 in the league in rushing yards allowed, right? So pretty tough rush defense there for Houston. We take a look at pass defense, and we're going to let's go yards here. Now we are looking at Houston bottom 8 in the league in passing yards allowed. Yards per attempt is even worse, bottom 5 in the league. It's just rough, bottom 4 in the league completion percentage. Just teams are really able to just throw all over Houston. Flacco did it as well, as you can see here. Played Houston on Christmas Eve, 368 yards, 27 of 42. And he only threw the ball 42 times. We've seen him get up towards 45 here. 64 completion percentage, average 8 yards. That was Amari Cooper's huge game. So I just think, it's going to be another shootout, especially with CJ Stroud in. So I think it's going to be a really good game, and Flacco's going to be able to dice them up again. So that's going to be pick number 1 right there, Joe Flacco over his yards. Now we jump over to Houston side, and a couple ways you could go here. I like Nico Collins. I like over 8.5 receiving targets, right? So I think receptions looks good. I'm not a huge fan of yardage, but receptions I don't mind. But I really like receiving targets here. And we can talk about it. Nico Collins over 8.5 receiving targets. Stroud's top 2 wide receivers to target are Tank Dell and Nico Collins. And Tank Dell is, of course, out with an injury. So Nico Collins' last 6 games with Stroud, he's averaged 8.3 targets per game. And that's what we look at right here is when we really start picking up against Arizona. And so you take these last handful of games here going back from November, Arizona onward, and he's averaging 8.3 targets per game. This Jets one, he only got 1 target. I didn't watch that game. I don't know what happened there, but one thing I am sure of is that Nico Collins will get more than 1 target. So whatever happened here, let's say we just dismiss that game and just average out these last 5. We're looking at 9.8 receiving targets per game on average, especially in this wild card matchup. Stroud is going to be looking to get it out. Yards and receptions are iffy for me because Cleveland's defense and pass defense is number 2 in passing yards allowed, and completion percentage number 1 in completion percentage, meaning that QBs just aren't able to connect with their receivers. A lot of that has to do with that pass rush with Myles Garrett. But I think it's mostly to do with their pass. But they just got a solid defense, especially in the passing game. CJ Stroud will have to get the ball out quick, and he may not be able to make those connections, but he is going to try and get the ball to Nico Collins and just give him a chance. I just don't know if they'll be able to capitalize on very many of them. And also, if we're expecting Houston to be playing from behind, if that's what you expect, then they're going to have to throw the ball anyways. So give me the over on his targets here. that's going to be the 2 picks for this game. Let me know what y'all think. Should be a good game. I'll try and get these videos pumped out for these other games coming up on Saturday. Good luck,